Professor, I have another file here.
And?
Well, it's different.
How so?
You may just have to listen to it and find out.
Okay then. Pop it into the machine.
Aren't you going to say your thing?
Oh, right. Strap in tight. The trials are about to begin.
If there were a time and place to be absolutely and utterly confused, then this exact moment, in this exact spot, would be Roger's origin on the graph of life. The once linear path he took rocketing up like a tangential line towards the infinite has been stymied. His future was boundless, and all of his dreams, desires, and wants were in his destiny. But this factor placed a cap on his upward ascent, creating a new point of origin for him, one that he never thought possible.
Hey, Roger. I had such a great time last night. Thank you again for taking me out.
Hey, Jasmine. Yeah, I had a great night last night, too. What do you remember about last night?
Are you kidding me? I knew you had a few too many, but I didn't realize that you were that out of it. Oh my God. You don't remember, do you?
Well, you know me. I get more than 2 drinks in me, and I get a bit blackout drunk. You do know that I was blackout drunk, right? Like, whatever happened, I can't take full responsibility for. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Is this some weird way of saying that what happened last night was just a one-night stand type of thing? I mean, if it is, that's fine. I really just needed to get off anyways, and I guess I'm not really ready for commitment to just one person.
Wait, what?
Last night. Please tell me you remember us, fucking.
I'm sorry.
Oh God, I took advantage of you, didn't I? Damn it. Listen, Roger, I am so sorry. I don't do that to people. But you initiated and I was willing, so I just went with it. I mean, I knew you were a little drunk, but I was too. I didn't realize that you were that drunk.
Jasmine, just slow down for a second. I'm trying to wrap my brain around all of this. So last night, you and we went out to Cinzino's, right?
Right.
We had some food and a few drinks, right?
Yes.
And then we went back to my place to...
Fuck.
Right, to have intercourse.
Ugh, don't call it that. That makes it sound so clinical.
Sorry. But that was it, right? That is what happened?
Yeah. You were out cold pretty quickly after, and I ended up calling an Uber to get a ride home. I didn't have a change of clothes, and I like to sleep in my own bed. Not saying that yours isn't nice. It's just a security thing, you know?
Right.
So, are you mad at me for taking advantage of you?
What? No, not at all. Well, a little. I was a virgin.
Oh my God. I'm such a bitch. Kill me now.
What?
Roger, I am so sorry. I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't. Your first time shouldn't have been like that, and you don't even remember it. So maybe that doesn't count?
Yeah, sure. that makes sense. Hey, just don't worry about it. I don't blame you at all.
Oh, thank God. I really am sorry, though.
Yeah, me too. Maybe we could, try again tonight?
Oh, well, you see, I kind of got what I needed last night, so maybe we can give it a rain check. This whole situation is new and weird to me. I'm going to need some time to recover from this one.
Oh, well, okay.
I gotta go. I'll text you or something.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thanks, Jasmine.
Bye, Roger.
Bye.
Roger weakly waved to Jasmine as she departed from the bustling city street, his brows furrowed and his mind racing, watching her walk away as he just tried to figure out what just happened. He couldn't believe the conversation they just had. It was impossible to him. Something only dreamt up in a nightmare. His perfect life, his perfect trajectory towards completeness. All of it stonewalled in this precise moment. He had been saving his virginity for the one. As outdated and cliché as it may seem, it was purity that he desired the most. Even if his mind was perverted with unsavory thoughts, some of which he would act upon, but his ability to hold back his animal needs to procreate always felt like a triumph to him. And that seemingly was all just taken away. He reaches his hand down to his groin region and discreetly cups himself in his hand. He didn't feel different down there. There wasn't that numb and satisfied feeling of post-orgasm that he usually felt after he gave in to some of his thoughts. So maybe Jasmine was right. Maybe since he was drunk and didn't remember it happening, it never then really happened. Maybe his virginity was still intact. It was a silly thought, and deep down in his mind he knew that. But he also knew that she should not have been here. You see, while Roger did pride himself in his purity, his self-righteous ideals of self, he himself was not a being that was a pure heart and mind. No, Roger was a monster, and while his desires for flesh were there, they did differ from that of the same sex. While other men were out chasing tail, trying to find any woman who would allow for them to penetrate her with their penises, Roger's ideals of penetration were different. Roger enjoyed stabbing over and over again. And while some men during their sexual activities would moan in pleasure, Roger would scream in pure rage, tears falling from his face as he remembered his childhood, as he remembered his mother and how she would do things to him, abuse him physically and sexually. She made him her object. And because of her, he would take out his anger on any woman who remotely resembled her. It could be their eyes or hair or even the way the woman would walk. And Jasmine had her walk, that sultry swing of her hips, her buttocks going back and forth like a pendulum of a clock, rippling ever so slightly with every footfall that fell upon the hard concrete. So how and why was she still here? He could have sworn that he disposed of her body the way that he had with all the others, placing her inside of a large suitcase, one weighed down with precisely 1/3 of her body weight, just enough to keep the body sitting soundly and firmly within the sediment of the lake as she slowly began to decompose within the cold waters. A flash of memory ran across his mind.
And you go, mother, you nasty bitch. You've got what you deserved. The payback for all the things you have done to me. And now I will bury you with the others. and you will be nothing more than that nagging memory in the back of my mind.
It felt so real to him, that memory, that vacant look in her eyes as she stared off just past him, the way her hair caught in the zipper of the luggage as he closed it, even the weight of the case itself. He could feel it now, the soreness in his muscles from lugging the heavy case out of his house and placing it within the trunk of his car. But that couldn't have happened, because she was here.
Or maybe I'm starting to go crazy. Maybe Mother had finally dug herself so deep within my mind that I finally cracked. That bitch.
Roger pulls out his phone and sends a text to Jasmine.
Hey, sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable, but I would really like to talk about this more tonight if you would. I'm not bad, I just need some sort of closure from it all. I feel like you owe it to me for that at least.
He stares at his phone expectantly, as if she would be waiting for his text, eagerly wanting to reply back to him. But no text ever came. Not during work, where he felt as if he checked his phone for her message every 10 minutes. Not during his lunch break, and not even on his stroll back home that night. He felt defeated and almost even sad that this woman would take something like this from him and not even give him the time of day afterwards. As he opened his front door and crossed the threshold of his home, his pocket buzzed, causing his heart to race with anticipation. He fumbled with his phone, pulling it out of his pocket too quickly, causing it to fly off down his entryway and slide across the floor.
Oh, God damn it.
Rushing to it, he depressed the power button, activating his home screen. And in his notification bar, there was a message from Jasmine.
Thank God. I thought she was going to ghost me.
Unlocking his phone and going to his messaging app, he found their conversation and began to read, a wry smile forming on his face.
Hey, sorry about how I acted. I've never been in that situation and I really didn't know what to say. So I guess I chose the awkward and asshole way out. I do think that I owe you an explanation and I am on my way over now. See you soon.
Perfect.
Roger sets his phone down on the entryway table and rushes up his stairs, heading straight for his kill room. The room he modified himself to clean and dispose of evidence. A room hidden behind a fake wall, only accessible with fingerprint identification. His fingerprint. And the scanner was cleverly hidden within the eye of his mother. Well, within the eye of his mother's painting. He places his right index finger within her eye and a shiver runs down his spine. Not one of fear, but of remembering. Remembering of the night he took this exact finger and shoved it deep within his mother's own eye. He could feel it now. The pressure the organ gave as he pushed harder and harder. Her screams now beginning to echo within his mind. The feeling of it shifting to the left, allowing for him to gently hook around the back towards the optical nerve. The sound her bones made as his fingernail began to scrape away at the viscera and tissue holding the eye in place. He breathes in deep, calming himself. He would relive that once again with Jasmine. He would make her pay for doing those vile things to him, for ruining his purity, just as his mother did to him. The wall to the room opened, and he frowned. Something felt off, yet familiar. He was just in there last night. He knew it. He looked at his cleaning table, an industrial stainless steel butchering slab he installed to keep the area clean and sterile. And he could picture her there, with her tight dark curls splayed out every which way, matted into clumps from all the blood, her body bare and drained of all signs of life. The memory was in his mind, yet she still lived.
I don't have much time to dwell on this. She will be here any minute. You must prepare, Roger, and this time you must make sure the task is complete. One moment, I am on my way. Jasmine, I'm so glad that you decided to drop by again tonight. I know that this is sort of a sensitive subject.
Oh my God, no worries at all. It's the least I could do. Oh, and I hope you don't mind, but I brought someone with me.
You brought someone.
His words trail off and catch in his throat as a short blonde woman steps from behind Jasmine, the smile on her face widening, showing off the most sterling set of white teeth. Their perfection only hindered by the one snaggled canine on the right upper row. Just like his mother's. His heart began to race and a cold sweat filled his body.
Roger, are you okay? It is okay that I brought Sarah with me, isn't it?
He didn't know what to say. Was it okay that Sarah, the first woman he had ever murdered, was here now?
You do remember Sarah, right? She's not much of a talker, but you already knew that. You did a number on her throat, Roger. She was your first, and I know you didn't really find your calling artistry, whatever your method is now. But I don't think strangulation was quite your forte.
How?
How is she here? Is that what you're trying to ask?
How are you both here? Am I going crazy?
Going crazy? Roger, you have been practically clinically insane since you were 5. No one just goes around murdering people without being a little crazy. Now, are you going to let us in, or are we going to have to just barge our way in?
Yeah. Sorry. Come in.
Roger stepped aside, allowing for both women to enter his home. Jasmine giving him a sly wink, and Sarah lightly brushing his cheek as they passed by him through the entryway and into the living area.
That touch. It felt so real. So warm.
He shut the door and walked to the living area to find both women lounging on his couch and love seat, almost as if they had lived in this house all along. And he thought to himself that maybe this was it, that maybe their souls were attached to this place. He had heard of things like this happening before, violent deaths holding a person's consciousness behind and bound to a place where they were killed. It would make sense. But he was certain that there was no lore out there of a ghostly entity's touch feeling warm and full of life. So what exactly were these women?
Roger, please sit.
Wordlessly, he traversed the living area and sat stiffly in his recliner, unable to relax, his nerves on edge. Both women looked at him expectantly, their smiles widening and possibly large.
Jasmine? Sarah? How are you here?
Well, that is a long story, but I can sum it up pretty clearly like this. You pissed off the wrong person.
What?
I guess I can repeat it. You pissed off the wrong person.
Jasmine, that doesn't help at all. Who did I make mad?
That is for you to figure out.
So you don't know then?
Oh, we know. All of us know.
All of you?
You don't think we are the only ones still here, do you?
Are you saying?
Yep. Every last one of your victims is here. Or on their way here.
Roger shoots up from his seat, throwing his hands up in the air.
What do you mean they're on their way here? That is 14 women.
We know.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? I don't understand. Why is this happening to me?
Uh-oh. The poor woe is me act is rich. You didn't give a shit about us when we were begging for you to stop doing what you were doing to us. When we asked you why you were doing what you were doing, no, you just kept at it. Most of us getting knife-fucked by you over and over again until your little hissy fit was over.
But I had to do those things. I can't help it.
Oh, bullshit, you pathetic little dweeb. You are just like all those other narcissistic assholes out there, always placing the blame on someone else and never owning up to your own fucked up actions.
But my mother, it's because of her that I...
Oh, look at me. I'm Roger, and I have mommy issues. Mommy used to do things to me. Mommy said she was the only one good enough for me.
Shut up.
Mommy used to then beat and scold me for having impure thoughts.
Shut up.
Mommy.
Shut up.
You aren't special, Roger. Your situation, while pretty fucked up, isn't rare. Tons of children are harmed by their parents daily, most of which are little girls by predatory male figures in their lives. And I don't know about you, but I don't see many of them out there going around and finding men that remind them of their assailants and picking them off one by one. No, because that just wouldn't be proper. Heaven forbid a woman gets a little revenge on the biggest threat in their existence and well-being. It just wouldn't be right.
Get out of my house.
No.
Get out of my house.
Make us.
Roger stormed across the room at Jasmine, his mind full of rage. He would kill her again and again if he had to shut her up and make her pay for the things she just said to him. No woman would ever talk to him like that again. Ever. He saw the flash of movement and felt his body falling to the floor before he could even register what had just happened. His ass hit the ground hard, sending a searing pain up his spine, and his head whipped back and slammed against his hardwood floors. As his vision faded from light to dark, all that he could see was that smile, that perfect, snaggletooth smile of Sarah staring down at him. And with a soft exhale, he slipped from the land of consciousness and fell into the chasm of nightmares. Now, this is where my story begins, leading you to the final conclusion of the tale of Roger. To show you how this pathetic asshole of a human being came to piss me off. But let me start off with who Roger really is. I will give you more than just this surface analysis of a serial killer. Like many of those who end up going down this path in life, their childhoods are less than favorable. And Roger's was no different. You may have already gleaned that he was emotionally and sexually abused by his own mother, creating a complex within his fractured and underdeveloped brain, a fracture that has left a gaping hole that he fills by doing some very heinous acts to women who remotely resemble dear old mommy dearest. But this is Roger the serial killer. What about Roger the man? Roger himself is an attractive man, in a sort of weird, nerdy sort of way. He isn't a lady killer. Well, I guess he is a lady killer in the literal sense. Rather, his personality is stunted, just enough that his good looks and mysterious quiet appeal gets masked by his inability to hold true and meaningful conversations with practically anyone. And he likes it that way. He likes that he is able to mask who he really is on the inside with his demeanor. And when the moment arises where he finds his next victim, he drops the wall and turns into something sinister. A man driven only by his ritualistic and brutal nature of murder, allowing for nothing or no one to get in his way so he can get precisely what he wants. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where he fucked up. You see, I'm not here to say that Roger is a monster that needs to be stopped or that he is a bane of society. That would just be the pot calling the kettle black. No. In another life or another time, I may even admire his work. But this asshole fucked it all up. And some may say his little mishap was petty, but not for me. Not for the amount of time and work I had put into this specific spell. This festering pustule on a dog's anus killed the final component to my third phylactery, something I had been working on for nearly 5 years. And my final component, the last thing I needed to capture a piece of my fucking soul and further solidify my eternal existence, was Marquette Bonfrey. The woman I had marked as my sacrifice to bind a fraction of my essence to a piece of meteorite I had acquired. Now, you may be saying, why does someone like me need more than one phylactery? And how in the hell was I able to make more than one? And the short answer is, I want to live forever, and I have the knowledge to figure out how to do that. More than one phylactery ensures my longevity, and my genius has provided me insights into experimentation that others like me are unable to achieve. I will be an immortal lich, a being so powerful and so feared that the world will bow to me. And some of you may be thinking, oh, Mr. Lich, just create a new phylactery. It's only 5 years. What is that when you have eternity? And you would be right. But he took what was mine, and I cannot let that go. So I made it my personal endeavor to turn Roger against himself, to turn his carefree, murderous life into a living hell. And it started out slowly.
Oh, what the fuck? Where am I?
Well, that worked out better than I thought.
What the fuck are you?
My dear, who I am doesn't matter. It's what I need you to do that is important. Do you remember anything before right now?
Not really. Wait. I was on a date with this really cute guy I had just met. We were having a wonderful time, and he took me back to his place. We had a few more drinks, and... oh my god. And then he stabbed me. Over and over again.
Yes. Tragic, is it not?
It was awful. The pain and fear I felt, just awful.
I know.
If he killed me, then how am I here?
Excellent question. You, dear, are here because that man who killed you, well, he crossed me in a way that no one ever should have. And I want to get back at him. And I want you to be the first to do it. Do you think that you can do that for me?
Like, kill him?
No. I just want you to fuck with him. Get in his mind, be on the periphery of his vision, and when he thinks he notices you, I want you to disappear. I want him to think that he is going insane, that the ghost of his past lives, and they are coming back to haunt him.
I don't know if I can do that.
You can, and you will.
Well, what if I refuse? What if I just leave now that I'm back?
You always have that choice. But you cannot get far from me without slipping back into death. You need me to keep you. And besides, why wouldn't you want to have a chance to get back at your attacker, to make the man who victimized you pay for what he had done?
Okay. I can do it.
Jessie was by far the easiest of the undead to sway. She had been dead for nearly 10 years at this point and was one of Roger's first victims to die by his blade. And she did a phenomenal job fucking with his mind.
What? Is that? No. That would be impossible. I took Jessie years ago. Must have been someone who resembled her.
Oh my god, that was a rush. How did I do?
You did excellent, my dear. Just excellent. Now, we need to keep this up. Do you think that you could stalk his house? Maybe hang out outside of his windows? I think that would really make him suffer mentally.
Yeah. Of course. This is fun. But,
What is it?
I'm like starving right now, and all these people around me, well, they're making me really hungry. Like, I'm not sure I can contain myself. Hungry.
Oh, that is a natural feeling, my dear. You need their flesh to keep you whole. And I would be a fool to deny you a meal. How do you feel now?
Amazing. Oh, I could die right now.
What a turn of phrase. But you can't die just yet. You still have more work to do. And I'm going to bring you some friends.
Friends?
Yes, his other victims. I really want to be sure he is properly mad before I make myself known. But like I said, not all of the victims I rose liked this deal. Some wandered off from me and fell back into death, never wanting to be awoken anyways, so I left them to rot and return back to the earth. Others fed too frequently and did a piss-poor job of cleaning up after themselves, causing a bit of panic within the bustling city. A disappearance here is fine. They are generally written off as runaways to start a new life somewhere else. But bodies showing up that were ravaged by what appeared to be an animal with human teeth, well, that puts you on a list and within the police's radar. And I did not want that. So those who fed too often without control or remorse were sent back to their death. And I carried on my work of making Roger's life a living hell without them. I sent them to his work, on routes to his commutes and walks. I had even had one wait at his front doorstep while he brought another woman home. But none of it really worked. Either Roger didn't care about what he was seeing, or he was too self-involved to really give a damn about any of it. I was ready to give up. To just go to his house one night and end his miserable existence and exact my revenge. And that is when I saw Jasmine. Now I could tell she was different somehow, much more livelier than the other girls, strong-willed and determined. And when I saw her, I decided I would give this one more shot, one more chance to drive Roger outside of his own mind. And I thought at this time, it would have worked out beautifully.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck happened to me?
Jasmine.
Who are you? Did you do this to me? Did you fucking stab me?
No, dear. I did not. I merely brought you back from the dead.
What? I'm dead? God damn it. I had so many plans. I've wanted children. I wanted to see the world. How am I here?
Do you remember anything about last night?
Not really. My mind is really fuzzy.
Switching this quickly between life and death can do that to a person. Give it some time. Your memories will come back.
Can't you just tell me what happened? Maybe that will spark a memory.
We can try. Does the name Roger ring a bell?
Roger, you fucking piece of shit. I'm going to kill him.
The smile that formed on my face when she said this was genuine. Not once had any of his victims come back with such venom, such determination in their eyes. It was always, woe is me, a lot of crying, and some gentle persuading by myself to get them motivated to work for me. Together, we will kill him.
No, me. I'm going to rip him apart, limb from fucking limb.
You aren't the only person he has wronged, Jasmine. He has left a tear in this city, doing unkind acts upon all these women here. He has even wronged me, so together, we will kill him. But first, we drive him insane, break his mind, and let him know what true fear really is.
And how do we do that?
Well, I had been sending his victims to taunt him, placing themselves just within his line of sight to slowly make him question his grip on reality. But that bastard isn't breaking.
Then I guess he needs confrontation.
How do you mean?
How long have I been dead?
Maybe 5 hours? He just left this place.
Then I say I confront him. Tomorrow morning. I act like nothing had ever happened. Then I tell him that I had a wonderful night with him, and then blow him off if he tries to discuss things further. And if I'm correct in my thinking, that will drive him crazy. He will lose the one thing he thought he had when he killed me.
And what is that?
Control.
Now, I have been around for a long time. I have devised plans to topple old empires, to fracture bonds that were seemingly unable to be broken, but never have I met someone or heard something so devious and hilarious. Just put yourself in Roger's shoes for a moment. You think that you have been seeing the girls you murdered. You rationalize it as a fluke, a trick of the mind. I mean, you selected these women because you saw your mother in them, so you start to believe that maybe your senses are just getting so good at spotting your mother within other women that it is drawing comparisons and blurring the lines between your victims and mommy dearest. So you go about your day, unbothered, carefree as a narcissist should. But now there will be no rationalizing. You are about to be confronted by the woman you just murdered. And she is going to play it off as if nothing ever happened. Oh, I like Jasmine. I like her a lot. So here we are. The finale of the tale of Roger.
Heaven forbid a woman gets a little revenge on the biggest threat in my existence and well-being. It just wouldn't be right.
Get out of my house.
No,
Get out of my house.
make us.
Bring him to the room.
How did I do?
You did well. You did so well.
Do we wait for the others to get here before we begin?
They won't be coming.
What? I thought they were going to be here to tear this piece of shit apart.
No. As much as I would like for them to be here, it drains me too much to keep them alive. And I need as much power as I can muster to do what I need to do.
I mean, okay. It's kind of bullshit, but I get it. What's with the stone?
It's a meteorite, believed to be older than this solar system. An interstellar object that traveled billions of years through the emptiness of space and landed on our small blue dot.
Okay. Is it like your worry stone or something?
Really? A worry stone?
I don't know. You're rubbing it with your thumb so hard it's going to turn to lava.
I guess I am.
Are you nervous?
Just anxious. I want him to wake so I can get this done. I have been waiting for 5 years.
Hold on. You've been stalking Roger for 5 years? And you never thought to stop him before now?
I didn't care to stop him, Jasmine. I may be the one who brought you back for this revenge tour, and you may feel as if I did it out of virtue or a way to make right the wrongs being done on humanity. But honestly, I couldn't give a damn about humanity. You are all ants to me, a minor annoyance that sometimes gets in the way.
And here I thought you were Superman.
I do like you. It's not often someone brings me to humor.
Well, let's just kill this fucker and be done with it.
I need him awake.
Really? Let's just kill him.
If I'm going to consume his soul and break a piece of mine into this stone, I need him awake. He has to feel it, the pain, the fear, and the suffering. And then, and only then, can my phylactery be made.
Okay. Then wake him up.
I must bind him first.
Ooh, that was fancy. Why did you learn to do that?
I've picked up a few things over the years. I've practiced, I've waited, and I've gotten good with my craft.
Can you teach me?
The dead cannot learn this. You must have your essence intact for it to work. It is the power of that that fuels the magic.
Oh, bummer. Couldn't I just take his? What? Did I say something wrong there?
No, not wrong. Just something I had never considered.
Then let's do it. Give me his essence and I can help you with finishing out your thingamajig.
Phylactery.
Yeah, that's what I said.
These take time to make, and a lot of patience. To stop what I'm doing now would be...
A mild irritation.
At the least. But I guess we could try. Wake him. Let's see if I can give you what you need.
Oh, I have just the way. Wake up, you filthy piece of shit.
Oh, what? What is going on here? Why can't I move? You. Get off me, you fucking whore.
I am many things, Roger. A woman who fucks, a woman who loves, a woman who puts her middle finger up to the patriarchal norms. But a whore? That I am not.
Harlot, slut, Jezebel.
Oh, fuck off, Roger. Mommy must have done a real number on you, didn't she? Perverting your mind with some sixth sense that she was the only one good enough to touch you. Everyone else is just a... What word did you say? Harlot, Jezebel, whore, slut. How New Testament of her. Now, I've already said that I do feel bad for what happened to you. I really do. She was sick, and her sickness spread to you and shaped itself into a sense of murder and power. But you are powerless now. And on the very table, you took so many lives away. Where you took my life away.
I killed you. I knew it. But how are you here if I killed you?
You have me to thank for that, Roger. Hi, big fan of your work, but not so fond of you taking what is mine.
Who are you?
Who I am doesn't matter. What I am is a vengeful master of the dead. You took an opportunity away from me, one that I was so very close to achieving. And that angered me. So much so, I started sending waves of your past decedents your way to fuck with your head.
So I wasn't going crazy.
I'm not sure you can go any more crazy than what you already are. But Roger, I have something new I'm going to try here. You see, Jasmine here is someone I am growing fond of, someone who I think will do well by my side. But you took her essence away, and it now floats somewhere within the veil, where I'm unable to call it back.
But she's right here.
Yes, and she is being powered by magic, something I cannot use indefinitely. So she needs a new essence, one that is fresh and twisted, easily unwound and placed within her to power her for the foreseeable future. And Roger, you are going to give her yours. Not by will, not by some form of repayment for what you did to her, but through pain and suffering. I'm going to break you down bit by bit. Your body will be unrecognizable, but what I will do to your mind, now that is the real treat. Madness will be something to fondly look back on as the better days. Because where I'm going to take you, that place is where true hell resides.
But she is a whore. A demon.
Shut your mouth. It is time to begin. Jasmine, stand still. I'm going to transfer his essence into you now.
It's beautiful.
It is, but don't move. Jasmine. Jasmine!
Holy shit.
How do you feel?
I feel great. Better than I ever have.
Then it worked. Here, give me your hand.
So you were a big fan of his?
I admire those who commit atrocities on humankind.
Aren't you human?
I was once before, but over the centuries I've grown to distance myself from them. And you will too.
Centuries?
Yes. Let me tell you about phylacteries and how you can live forever.
Sounds fun. I can't wait.
I think we are going to make a great team, Jasmine. Just don't piss me off.
Yeah, I've seen what you can do when that happens.